Welcome to For Reddit Readers, where we turn the best stories from Reddit into captivating videos that you won't be able to stop watching. Let's begin with our first story.
Am I the asshole for telling my wife that being a stay-at-home mom is not hard? My wife here. Team as making this a deal bigger than it needs to be. Me, 48, and my wife, 48.
Married when we were 22 and have 5 kids.
F25, F25, 22, 19. The fifth, F3, one was a surprise. Our other children are adults. For majority of their lives, I was the stay-at-home parent. I cooked, cleaned, attended games, etc. From the moment they came home from the hospital, all up until their mid-teen, where I deemed them old enough to stay home by themselves. Like usual, I quit my job and have been watching her at home. But 8 months ago, my wife comes to me and says, "Shay, dem D, like to quit her job and watch our daughter." I was skeptical because she had never done it before. But teams, her mother, and assumed she can handle like I did. Well, she hasn't Dem T been handling it well at all. Whenever I come home from work, the bathroom is a mess. Team is no dinner cooked. Our daughter is a mess, and my wife is just watching TV. After I tidy up the house, cook dinner.
Which I don't hear. Team meal?
They, been doing it for 25 years.
And get ready for bed. She complains about how being a stay-at-home mom is hard.
Personally, I think Tim is lazy. And I voiced my thoughts. She tried to tell me Tim S. different, but I told her Tum's not. I was able to watch the twins with little to no difficulty, and all the way up until they were 14. I watched our third and fourth child with no hassle either. I had the house cleaned, the food ready, the kids clean, homework done, went to their games, school meetings, etc. I never asked for help, and sucked it up because I was a dad. For her to have so much trouble watching a 3-year-old is ridiculous. Tim's been silent with me since that conversation, but when I came home from work, the house was actually clean, food was clean, and our daughter was clean as well. Tim.
I'm starting to feel like the asshole because maybe
Tim is different for women, but how can raising children be so difficult and different for us? Note. Each time after giving birth, she did not immediately return to work. She did stay at home for about 1 year so she could recuperate. She asked this time be for her since childbirth was a lot for her. I, along with hired help, watched the children and took care of the house. We come from a very wealthy family, so returning to work has never been troublesome for me. Edit. I want everyone to understand that I do love my wife, but she has not been able to take care of the house or our daughter. Being a stay-at-home parent means taking care of the house and children, and she does neither. My wife claims
Tim
is not depressed,
but I can't hear.
to allow for this to continue. Team will have to discuss with her if she would like to return to work, or if she wants for both of us to be stay-at-home parents.
We have the funds to retire early.
I feel as if she may reject this. And if she does, I will put my foot down and hire help for her. She needs it more than she is willing to admit. Calling her out the way I did may have been harsh, and I will apologize for that. But it did seem to have effect since she did take care of the house and our daughter. Update. Just got done discussing with my wife on why she hasn't Team T been doing her part as a stay-at-home mom. We argued back and forth for a while, her saying that she still needs time to adjust.
Tim shaming her, team.
Maz, different for mothers. I brought up hiring help and she quickly shot this down, becoming irritated that I suggested she needed help taking care of her home and child. It felt like we were going in circles. I eventually cut her off and began to list all the dangers she had been putting our daughter in since becoming a stay-at-home mom, explaining how even though I went back to work that I come back and have to clean up after her because she hasn't already done her part, and told her I was sick of this. I apologized for calling her lazy, but she then broke down crying. My wife admits that being a stay-at-home mom was something she didn't
Tim.
to think sure.
Dang! They did that! But she desperately wanted to be here to raise our daughter because she was near too.
Nah, they're for our other kids. She said that when I was raising the children, I made it seem so easy because everything was neat, and the children were happy and orderly. I told my wife that Tim, it's not true. You were always with us. We got out some picture books and I pointed out all the time she was with us. Every trip we took, the games she tried her hardest to attend, taking time off work for holidays, bedtime stories, etc., etc. She may not have been there for everything like I was, but me and the children always saw her efforts. She even thought our children held resentment towards her, but that couldn't be farther than the truth. I asked her if she was possibly going through depression, but she assures me not. But we decided we should attend couples therapy along with some individual therapy for her. I asked if she enjoyed being with our daughter at home, and she admits that being able to spend all this time with her was refreshing and possibly the happiest team has ever been.
She promised that
Do her part and keep the house tidy to the best of her ability, and will be more careful so that she doesn't put her in danger anymore. We sat down for a while and I gave my wife some ideas she and our daughter can do together while I at work, go to the museum, aquarium, a picnic, etc. These were things I did with our kids. But I did tell her I was still going to hire someone to help her. She attempted to say no, but I shot her down. Being a stay-at-home mom is a lot harder for her than she realizes. I gave her all the pros that having a help can give her. After a bit, my wife was more open to the idea. I'm glad we were able to get this out in the open. I'm still wondering if I should take some time off work before I hire someone to help my wife. That may possibly be more comfortable for her. Tim, we'll bring this up tomorrow. I'm going to plan something with our children this weekend, possibly a barbecue. I want to tell the children how my wife, been feeling. I know for a fact they love her, but I bet my wife would feel a lot better to see it come from them.
Second story.
Am I the asshole for trying to use my wealth to win over my daughter's love? When I, 28F, was 18, I had to give birth to my daughter Farah, no choice for me. I wanted to give her up for adoption, but Dave, her dad, was able to take her. In exchange for giving him full custody, we settled on me not paying any child support. I did not give up my parental rights. I thought I did what was best for me at the time. It let me focus on getting my degree, have fun and start my own business, which has become wildly successful. When not studying or working or clubbing, however, I was very depressed and wound up torpedoing every relationship I was in, and it's all because I regretted my decision. Last year, my dad died and I inherited almost everything. This has pushed my personal wealth into 8 figures when you add up property and stuff. It just made me more depressed cause I never got to fix things with my dad, and it's like I have all of this but for what? So, I finally decided to be brave and reach out to Dave cause maybe if I could have Farah in my life, I could be happy. Dave set up a meeting last year, and as soon as Farah saw me she rushed at me and hugged me and called me mommy. It was amazing and I honestly started crying. It has been so great since then, getting to know her, pick her up from school, hear about her day, help with homework, get to hug and kiss her. Even getting yelled at her when she's upset is something I wouldn't give up. And I hate that I wasn't part of this before. It's like I have a real purpose and all this money finally means something. I don't try and flex my wealth on Dave or his wife Lydia, but they've made remarks about how cool Farah thinks my car is or how I have a cleaning lady. But I never bought anything for her without clearing with them first. In exchange for visitation, I have paid back child support and am paying it now to have her in my life. We currently have a meeting to restructure the custody agreement so I can get her on weekends. Yesterday was Farah's birthday and the party is on Saturday, but as a surprise I got her one of those toy jeeps that kids ride around the block in and a full street hockey setup, and those are the first gifts I didn't clear. She loved those so much, but Dave and Lydia got upset, but I was like, if we're restructuring the custody, I shouldn't need approval to buy things anymore. Lydia pointed out how expensive it all was and called me an asshole for using money to win Farah's love instead of putting in hard work like she has. What she said has been troubling me, and maybe I have been like that, so I'm here to get an anonymous judgment.
Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe for more Reddit stories.